Okay, I'm at the mountain Gerizim in Deuteronomy. You see, Moses told Joshua, when you come into the land, you're going to go up in this mountain Gerizim, and it's going to be, you're going to talk about the blessings of God if you follow him. 6 tribes would be up here, and then they went over the other side, where it's barren. That's well, you got houses there now, but that was the other side, okay? Barren. And they put 6 tribes over there. And they would go through, don't do this, we're cursed if we do this, we're cursed if we leave the word, we're cursed if we worship graven images, we're cursed if we have take your daughter, just kind of sexual sins and things, and hurting strangers, stealing things. And we're blessed if, on this side, if we follow your word, and they just made a pact with God. Right here. These are real places, folks. This is why I'm doing this. This is validating the scriptures. These mountains are here. Look at these buildings up here. These are time of, I don't believe these are the time of Abraham. Moses and Joshua. But up there's some ruins. We can't go in there today because it's a Muslim holiday Friday. They closed it. People that work here. But it's all up in this mountain here. And Abraham came here, which is really cool. Abraham came here and met with God by these oak trees. If you look on the other side, you can't see it now. These big trees, there was a big oak tree called the oak tree of Morah. Okay, and that could be an oak tree down there, John. You know what I'm saying? See? That's not a pine tree, that could be an oak tree. But there were these big trees known in this area. And this is the first time after God told Abraham to leave the Ur of Chaldees to come, he met him at a tree, an oak tree. And after that, he built an altar. And I'm thinking, they always build altars on top of the hills. And so I'm really thinking he made an altar up here and said to God, I'll do whatever you want. And God said to him, you're going to be like your seed is going to be like the sands of the sea and the stars. I'm going to make a great nation out of you. And that's what we're trying to show. God's government. Now, it didn't work in the garden. You know what happened there? The flood. He started over again with Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But see, Abraham lived in the same town that Shem came and established. His father, they all knew each other. And that means his father could have talked to Shem, which is Noah's son. So he got it firsthand. Noah I think he probably stayed back where they originally, let's say, just Shem went to Ur of Chaldees. These were wealthy people. Abraham was wealthy, his society, his family, but God spoke to him and said, get out of there. I want you to go to a land I'm going to give you, and I'm going to do another government. And I'm going to be the king, and I'm going to give you guidelines, which were the 10 Commandments. And we're going to get into that more as we go through this, but I'm doing this to show you these are real historical places. We're going to go to Jericho. We're going to go to the place where the crops are still there. When it says they crossed Jericho, River Jordan, children of Israel, they got these 2 pillar of rocks. And that's where they anointed kings in Gilgal, it's called. We're going to go to those places. We're going to go to Bethel. When Abraham left here, it's about a half an hour drive, but walking, he built another altar. And we just drove by Bethel. It's kind of crazy because you can't get into some of these settlements, but just on the side of the road you can see things that look like they might have been old altars. So, and they worship God, make a sacrifice, which is a picture of Jesus Christ, the Messiah, when he came. Okay? So I'm doing all this to validate the historical accuracy of the Bible. To say, listen folks, this is real history. This is a real place. John, look at the sign again. Huh? It's a real mountain. I'm on top of it. Sorry I can't get in there, stand up top, on the very top, but you can see the very top. But we might be able to walk around the back side, so we're going to try that too. And that was the other mountain. And it says in the Bible, this one had trees on it. You can see it on the front side. Maybe we'll take a picture of that. And this was just rock. Obviously, now you've not even planted trees since then. So that's, 3,000 years ago. All right. Right, so this is why I wanted to come up here. The reason why I came here.